assuming that this is unmuted. Perfect. My my hope is that there'll be lots more streams that you can be in. Carly May Raid Psych as if. What's up, Razzie? Good to see you, dude. And Coles, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you stopping in. Today we're going to be hunting DHELMISE as much as we can hunt DHELMISE. Can I really not use B to get away? So we're going to see what's happening. Hey, what's up, Ditto? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good time. Hope life's coming to you in all the ways that life can come to you. I started this hunt like last year fishing for it, and it was terrible. So I'm going to try and just run into it. Hey, Hefty. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in, dude. I think I have this done correctly. I have a Harvest Mon at the front, which I thought meant we'll encounter lots of DHELMISE. That's my goal. Thanks again for being the best person ever. I'm happy to do it, dude. Happy to try to do the things that I can do. But congrats on getting your Meloetta very fast today, Hefty. It's super cool. Very jealous of you. Very excited for you. I think mine will be on its way here eventually. But I'm gonna use it as an exercise in self-control, an exercise in patience, an exercise in prioritizing, because it's not going anywhere. It doesn't matter if I'm the first to get it. I'm already not the first to get it. So I'm just gonna relax, and we're gonna get there when we get there. Take the slow road. Go Looper, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Hope you're having a fantastic middle of your week. Fantastic Mittwoch, as the Germans say. Created an abomination. I should have never played God. It's true. It's true. You shouldn't have. Bad decision. Oh my God, there's Dorian eating whipped cream. How cool is that? Did you see the Dorian eating the whipped cream? It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. I've been doing some resets for Wooloo, or not Wooloo, double. It's been fun. I've had a good time doing it. I don't know exactly how many encounters you get of this per like minute, but it seems like it's relatively fast, so I'm not too bummed about that. This is definitely one of my favorite ghost type shinies. I think it's cool. I think it's a pirate ship wheel. I don't know why I put an anchor. It's not really an anchor. It's definitely like, well, it's kind of an anchor, but it's more like the helm. DHELMISE, helm is in it. This is how good things happen. It's got the word helm in it. You like pirate ships and their wheels. It's true, I do. This is so crazy. I've never realized that the word helm is actually in DHELMISE, because you pronounce it DHELMISE, not DHELMISE. And like that should be a compass, but it's actually the eye of the DHELMISE. So glad my waivers went through. Cooper on the Bills is going to be so nice, dude. That's awesome. It's a good pickup. I don't know what to do, because Tay on the Jets is probably going to be decent. DHELMISE. I love the depth of some of these names. Like Fido being just a Ballado. All right, there we go. Our first 11 encounters are done. And that's been about 4 minutes. 4 minutes and a little change, I suppose. Those seconds I saw the trade had gone through, I snatched him up. Yeah, my team is hurting. It's definitely got stricken by the injury bug. But I had to decide, do I want to let them continue to get stricken in the hopes that I can make a late season push? But we're already in week 7, and I think it's a 13-week season. So how much longer can I wait on Christian McCaffrey to be good? But then again, who's going to trade for Christian McCaffrey since he's completely broken? We just don't know. We don't know where it's going or how it's getting there. But yeah, Work Lurks, thanks, buddy. I keep trying to send you a picture, Razzie, but it won't go through. But basically, there's a brand of chips that I really enjoy. I enjoy it very, very much. And this brand of chips that I enjoy was founded by someone who may or may not share your exact name. And I'm convinced it's you, but I don't have any evidence to prove that it is. And that's about all. I did rip my first couple packs in TCG Pocket. It was exactly what I expected it to be, having watched multiple people do it. Didn't they activate CMC's 3-week window? Dude, who knows? They activated it at the beginning of the season and he did not play a game. So, I don't know. They can always re-IR him, which is what I think will likely happen. Okay, I got to get this guy before he despawns because I think this one's shining. No, it wasn't. That was a waste of time, waste of effort, waste of me going downhill. Could have stayed uphill. The poop flows uphill. All right. I forget about how this shiny hunting thing works every time I do it. I always think like, oh, here we go, time to freaking get the shiny, and then it's always like, well, nah, dude, you got some stuff left to do. It's never just like, yeah, here you go. Well, I guess it is in like Scarlet and Violet, but it's not in this game. Hefty, thank you. Thank you for the acknowledgement of the job that is being done. I don't think any pop up there. I think it's just down in here. Fishing for this was really difficult. It was almost impossible. No, it wasn't. But you get a lot of like other stuff. That's one of my favorite animations on this little screen. That one there. This one's pretty good too. That one's pretty good too. My instinct tells me to go this way. But really, I gotta go that way. Instincts are weird. What's everybody hunting? Anchor go creek. Anchor do go creek. But we're trying to just find it. What's everybody hunting right now? What's your current shiny hunt? Thank you guys for the 8 likes on the stream. Appreciate you. Appreciate you dropping that. Doing the thing that you gotta do. There's part of me that wants to just KO 100 of these. Litwick, nice. Chandelure is an awesome shiny. That whole line's actually pretty decent, but I like Chandelure. There's a part of me currently working on a spreadsheet of all remaining Pokemon for each Switch game's decks. I wonder what the release table is going to look like for that, for like the different things. It's wild that no one really knew about the Meloetta, though. You would think like that would have been something that people would have known about, but I literally found out this morning. But who knows? That's cool. That's cool, 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 cool. This is based on absolutely nothing. I'm thinking quarterly. I mean, 3 months is a lot of time to complete a dex in a game. Because really, you only have to complete it in Sword or Shield. Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. Yeah. I wonder why they're doing this, though. I wonder why the build to it. If this is the only way to ever hunt those shiny Pokemon, that stinks. That would be a complete bummer. But it's kind of like walking outside trying to get a shiny Galarian Moltres. Like, if that's the way that I have to do it to dex it, that's what I'll do. But, Hey, what's up, Maxwell? Welcome back. How's it going? Yeah, I don't know. Really strange. Really thin pancake. Like a crepe. Dude, I'm having a pretty decent day. How are you? I had to go to... I got a massage earlier. Or not a massage. I had physical therapy earlier today. And I woke up this morning at 6:30, as I do. And I was like, man, I want to go for a run outside. But then I looked at the temperature and it was like 3 degrees Celsius. And I'm like, oh, that's a little cold. What's up, Justin? Good to see you, buddy. And I'm like, I don't really want to do that. So then I just laid in bed for a little bit longer. And then I'm like, okay, I'll get up and run. And then I didn't. And then I was like, I have a super busy day. And so I wasn't really going to have time to run. And then Mrs. Shiny was like, well, why don't you just go for a shorter run before your physio? I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. I ran so far, or so fast and so hard, and now I'm tired. Like, I'm just gassed. And it was no longer than I normally would run. It was just a 5-kilometer run. But I went so fast, and now my whole body aches. Grinding to get that shiny Meloetta, nice. Yeah, I don't remember the exact amount that I have to go. It's like 50, and then 60, and then 25. So, like, 135 Pokemon left to go, which with eggs is not going to be all that terrible. So we should be all right. What's a kilometer? It's like one... Well, no. What is it? 0.6 miles? No, 0.8 miles? 1.6 kilometers is... 3.2 kilometers is 2 miles. For every 1.6 kilometers is 1 mile. What's up, DP? How's it going? Hey, everyone but Nick. Hi, Blaze. Like, I've become a higher state of being a kitten. I have evolved myself to a stronger battle being now. I'm going to destroy my lesser body ultimate power move. Meow. Interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know how distance works. Dwayne, do you have one of these things? It's called a Divoom Pixu 64. It seems like something you would have introduced me to when I was like in high school, and then I would have had to run out and get one, but they're the coolest thing ever. I guess they're normally mellow at a shiny lock, but they just announced today that if you do the Pokédex entries, you can get it shiny. Yeah, for sure. I got all the Pokemon to transfer them. I just got to go one by one in home. Wait, why do you have to go one by one? How many freedom units is a kilometer? I think it's like 0.66. I think it's like basically like 2/3. It might be a little off, but I don't know. Something like that. Justin, why do you have to go one by one? Can't you just move whole boxes from Violet into home? That's what I did. And then I moved them back and it dexed all of them. You should not go one by one. That would take forever. Unless you're talking about go one by one to see what you're missing still. That's different. Make sure I don't repeat myself putting out a Pokemon in and out of home that I already done. Who cares? It doesn't matter. You're going to be spending way too much time. Dude, dump them all in boxes and dump them back out. You are going to be spending way more time than you need to. Efficiencies. I don't know, egg with a draw. I know, it's true. I have beard growth back. Beard growth is coming back. I got the basic box. RIP. It is almost worth paying $2 just to not have to do that. I will give you $2 for you not have to do that. I don't have one. I'm tinkering with the house projects like making power available to a couch against the wall. Nice. I don't really do those because we rent. And if I tried to do anything that involved power, I would probably shock myself. And that would be the end of that. Nice. Dwayne, I had an idea. Hey, what's up, McDad's? Good to see you, dude. So, Dwayne, here was my idea. Last night at bowling, the guy that was working the front counter went over the PA system, microphone, whatever, and was like, if there's a Jeff Grant or whatever in the bowling alley, there's a phone call for you. And I was like, oh my God, there's so many different things that I want to call and say, like, this person is calling looking for this person, but I didn't. But I was thinking next week, you totally could. And we'll see if we can get them to announce really funny names over the intercom system. I think it could be hilarious. Because the kid, he's not the sharpest thumbtack out there. How's that? So it could be fun. It could be fun to do. Legit, I remember this is the beard when I first got in this channel. It's true. I mean, I did have a beard for months, and then now it's disappeared, but it's coming back. That would be a decent shiny to get to. If we phased on that, I wouldn't be so mad. But 42 in about 15 minutes, so 170 an hour. That's pretty decent. I made a kimchi chopped cheese earlier, dude. That sounds spicy and good. Hi, Carly. How was the end of your stream? Did you end up finding it? No shiny? Ah. Hey, what's up, B. Franco? How's it going? Bummer. Bummer. Oh, well. Statistically speaking, you're going to have more streams without shinies than you will with shinies, so one of those stats. One of those statistics. Can't tell if my spice tolerance for what I don't even think kimchi's that spicy or if not really at all. I'm removing that one. Dwayne, you and I can speak about this in the DMs. Fine, thanks. How are you? I'm watching for Poland. Nice. Yeah, no, I'm just chilling here in Canada. Let me explain my higher education experiences, buddy. I feel small. These children. I'll tell you what. Can't handle any of them. Just can't handle it. Kimchi is spicy, but I mean, it's just varying levels. Like the same way any food that's quote unquote spicy just has varying levels of spice to the people that are eating it. Like, I think it's somewhat hot, but not that crazy. Imagine if I get a shiny Bergmite, I'll just end stream early. It's literally the worst shiny you could possibly get. Made a kimchi ramen recently. Nice. We had kimchi pancakes one time. It was like a potato pancake with kimchi in it. I don't know. I think it's weird because I don't really like the ingredients that are in kimchi to begin with. And then I think fermented stuff is kind of fine. No, you don't need to 2000. So you won't. It's that easy, man. You don't need to, and therefore you won't. We should have a conversation on needs versus wants. Needing to do something versus wanting to do something are two very different things. Substantially different, actually. All right, there we go. I'm gonna run away. Come back in. Give you his Dijon mustard? My Dijon mustard? What are you talking about? Dijon mustard recipe. Oh, I would be so excited if I had a recipe for homemade Dijon. It can't be that hard. Mustard cannot be that hard to make. It was just like ground up mustard seeds and vinegar and water. Like, can't imagine it's that complicated of a thing to do. Hey, take care, Dwayne. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Talk to you again soon. DHELMISE. There. Mustard is gross. Honestly, I used to hate mustard. And then I started to eat different kinds of mustard. Like when we were in Germany, we had their legit stuff, and it's like so different. And then since then, I've been able to eat other stuff. Like I used to not be able to stand mustard, and now it's fine. I think Dijon's actually my least favorite of the mustards. Colonel. Plays new Dragon game, which I forgot the new Dragon game. The new Dragon, I don't know what you're talking about. What's up, Rosie? How are you? 2000, I'm just going to give you the heads up here. If you try and do any sort of thing that involves dragon and a joke around D's, I'm going to just time you out for the entirety of the stream. So it's up to you. Your move. I will give you the choice. The lady that works at the pub. I know like 10 old ladies exactly like her. She's, oh, like May? Yeah. Yeah. I figured that was a thing. Caffeine abuse. What's going on? How's the abusing of the caffeine? Are you wide awake? Like Katy Perry in that song, Wide Awake? Where she's falling from cloud 9. Crashing towards the something. Yeah, May's awesome. I also love the like 3 guys that hang out in the pub too. Just in general, there's not many bad characters in that show. Playing Resident Evil right now? You playing Resident Evil? That's crazy. That's craziness. That doesn't sound right. I was talking to Loops about them. They are such an accurate representation of football fans. That's super cool. I don't remember their names, but you didn't know I play Resident Evil? No, I was just joking with you. You play it all the time. What game is this? This is Pokemon Sword. We are playing Pokemon Sword. $2,000, I'm warning you, dude. This is it. This is it. This is it. You're out. You say it, you're gone for stream. Your choice on if that's worth it to you. For me, sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's worth it. A lot of people say I'm the resident that's evil. As long as you keep paying your rent. As long as the rent gets paid. Like in that song in School of Rock. Hey, a stinky one. I like that.
Stinky!
I don't know if I will have one that I can actually get. After DHELMISE, what shiny are you going to go after? Cooking with Sonya? I don't know yet. We had a... what was it? Eldegoss. What's the thing before Eldegoss? Oh, I can't even think of the name of it. But I was doing that hunt. I had 180 checks down on that one, so it's possible maybe that. But I don't know. What are you cooking? Do you know there's liver pizza? I wouldn't doubt it. I feel like you can put anything on a pizza and it would be fine. But Sonya, what are you cooking? Deliver pizza. Get out of here. Get out of here. Joseph, what's up? Good to see you, dude. Deliver pizza. I'm not cooking anything? Then your name is suspicious. I'm just trying to let you cook. All right. Oh no. Oh, I just got attacked by so many different things. Dangerous. Do you see them all just coming right at me? I don't want that. Okay, I'm running away from the Clobbopus. And then I'm going to head down to... they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Can't avoid them. But these are all things I don't actually have dexed, so I can't be too mad if it does happen. Would it be a war crime if said I've never seen School of Rock, but I do know Miranda Cosgrove and Jack Black in that movie? Yeah, it's not like a war crime, but you should definitely see School of Rock. It's a fantastic movie. But no, I mean, lots of people haven't seen lots of movies, but School of Rock is definitely one that you should see. It's like one of those few movies that as an adult you still love, and as a kid you probably think it's the best movie ever. Like, even without not having the nostalgia of having seen it when it first came out, like, it's definitely a movie that adults can like just as much as kids can. What's up, Nikki? How's it going? Yeah, I like School of Rock. It's a good one. Go a little bit away, make some new spawns pop up. There we go. School of Rock came out the year after I was born. Now, I don't know what year that was, so I'm just going to remove that. But remember, let's keep ages at bay here. Play Resident Evil on PS4, but I want it for PC, so I tested some of the games out on my computer. Would you know why some of the Resident Evil games work fine, but others lag a bunch? Yes, I would. So depending on what games you're playing and when they came out, they would have different graphics requirements for your computer as well as different processing requirements. Chances are your graphics card and your CPU are not strong enough to play those games, so what you would have to do is significantly reduce the settings of those games to make them more playable. Yeah, so that's what you would have to do, and that's basically it. Going okay, thanks. Helped my granddaughter for the first time today. Nikki, congratulations. That's so cool. That's so exciting. Joseph, it's called a Daivu Pixu 64. Divoom Pixoo 64. It's a super cool, like, 64 by 64 pixel screen. So 64-bit pixel screen that you can upload animations, GIFs, pictures, all that sort of thing too. And then they just show up very clear. It's really nice. It's like the picture quality is actually impressive. Moosin becoming a 512er. Dude, thank you so much. Appreciate you joining in. What up, dog? Get your shiny mellow out of today. Spear killing? Nah, I have a lot to go, and from the time that I woke up until this time right now, I've been working and just have not had the time to do it. Work has been extremely busy lately. So it's just going to be something that I don't have time to just like drop everything and do it. I'm going to have to, it's going to be a slow burn. I'll probably be catching a couple things a night when I fall asleep for the next, who knows, until it's done. It's fine. It is what it is. To me, it's not really that exciting anyway. It's not hunting a shiny. It's not doing really any sort of thing to get the reward. It's just, It's just, I don't know. To me, I wish they would just like make it an event that you could go actually hunt it. That's what I would prefer. So it's like, I'll get it when I get it. But I hope everyone who is getting it is doing it with smiles on their faces, because that's really important. It's for everything, so everyone has time. Moose, and I appreciate that, man. Wouldn't it be faster if we fished in the Isle of Armor for DHELMISE? No, I don't think so. Because I have a Harvest Pokemon as my lead here, so it increases the spawn rates quite a bit. So I think that DHELMISE does not have an isolated fishing spawn. Like, I have 5 right here. By the time it takes me to cast and then reel in and go through that whole rigmarole, I don't think so. I don't think so. Having the Harvest Mon, since this is Ghost Grass, allows it to spawn a lot easier. And since this is the only grass spawn that pops up here, it's going to be 50% of the time it's going to be a DHELMISE that spawns. So, yeah, to me, this is what makes the most sense. Brings up a good question, though. Let me see. Isle of Armor, DHELMISE spawns. Let's go check it out. DHELMISE, according to Sarah B. In the Isle of Armor, Challenge Beach, the details of this. Okay, so it's in the Overworld in 9. It's in Challenge Beach, and it's a 10% fishing. So that means, on average, 1 out of every 10 casts that I do in Challenge Beach is going to be... But does Harvest work on fishing, though? Nikki, I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. Does Harvest work on fishing? I don't know. No, Nick, because you have... I wasn't sure, Hefty. Okay, so Harvest does work, then. Yeah, I still think from a time perspective, it makes more sense. I'm actually nearly positive I've done that. That's how I started to do this hunt, and the spawns were significantly less than what they are here. I think this way is faster. Yeah, I do too. Got my shiny this way. And Carly's got that luck. Carly's got that luck that all the boys chase, all the right charm in all the right place. Like what Megan Trainor used to say in her Pokemon theme song before the liberal media came and made it about butts. $80 checks. There we go. Every time I run into one of these Bergmites, I just don't want it to be shiny. I'm just praying it isn't. I was correcting you. Correcting you that you had luck? You did have an absolutely ridiculous streak of luck. Just for the record. You had potentially the like wildest stretch that I had seen since Chem Nation got all those wormholes in like 7 days. That was honestly like, that was nuts. That was probably the luckiest that I've seen somebody be on YouTube consistently. Like, I've seen crazy things happen, like getting certain Pokemon super early, like Razzie getting Xarkius at 176 or whatever he got it at. But the fact that you were able to consistently do all those things day after day after day, that's nuts. That's insane. So it makes sense that you have a drought on deck. Gonna happen. I wish you had a way to do wormholes. Wormholes are really great. Is Cloud Push shiny nice? It is. Super nice. Tax, clearly. It's gotta be. Remember my old Masuda luck? I do. I do. Beginner's luck. My Scarlet and Violet Masuda luck is actually quite good. It's my Sword and Shield luck that hasn't been as hot, but... I got to start doing. Now that I have wormholes done, I got to finish the Ultra Beasts, and then as soon as the Ultra Beasts are finished up, then I can finally start to just do SOS hunting very consistently. I don't probably need 3 3DSs anymore. Once that's all done, I can probably sell off one of them. Possibly. I don't know. I feel like I don't need 3. But then again, like, who's stopping me? It's not like it costs me anything to own and operate a 3DS. Maybe electricity. But that's wired into my bill. So, like, you know, I'm going to pay it anyway. What's the matter? What's any of this matter? I spy Suro in the background. My wife and I love that game. Which version is that? So this is Suro with the Dikaiju expansion. So this is the one that has, like, the dragons added up. I don't have just the original one, so I think this is Suro of the Seas. If I do sell it, will I hit you up? Yeah. Yeah, this one's got some issues. Some tiny issues. But it works great. I made it work better. I fixed it. I fixed those issues. Dang it. Yeah, Moose, and I like that one quite a bit. I got a couple different board games here. But I got to clear out some space. Hope the price reflects those issues. Oh, it will. It will. I mean, the price that I bought it for reflected those issues, but the person that sold it to me wasn't honest about what the issues are. To me, I think that's greasy. But what can you do? It's a cool version. I'll have to look it up. Top tier board game collection. You got these. This is just kind of scratching the surface. I have a ton. You would just chuck in some of those games behind you. That'd be, yeah. Let me just throw some of them in. The only game that I have that I don't need anymore is Alpha Sapphire. That's the only one that I could just get rid of because I have my complete copy of it. It's actually, like, so gross. Like, it actually makes me sick to think about that if you look at just this square, nowhere else, just this square alone, right here, is like $2,000. That's disgusting. iHeartVR, what's going on? Panther, good to see you. Like, it's just gross. It's gross. It makes me feel ill to think about that that's a thing that is currently existing. But here we are. That's insane for Program Classic, right, dude? Right? Panther, doing great. How are you doing? Yeah, it's pretty wild to me that is a thing, but here we are. And then, like, I don't know. I have a copy of Platinum back there. I have a copy of Heart Gold and Soul Silver back there. Like, they're all just so pricey. They just all have so much value. But to me, collecting these games has been a really fun part of my last year. It's turned into some really incredible opportunities and hunting and finding the certain things and finding the deals. Yeah, it's been neat. I want to steal your stuff. Listen, I have stuff that is steal worthy. I would steal my stuff. I have just more that I need to display, and I just have no place to display it. I also have stuff I gotta get rid of. Never forgive myself for selling Soul Silver back in college, right? I'll never forgive, like, 5-year-old and 10-year-old and 12-year-old me for not keeping the boxes and the manuals and the inserts and all those things. And looking at the poster and saying, yeah, you know what? This would be really cool to hang on my wall, but you know what would be really cooler? $2,000, like, 10 years from now. That would have been way sicker. Doing great. Got a big test off my shoulder and passed a couple tests and a podcast with a 9 out of 10 right after Carolina stream. I almost missed a shiny Dratini. Well, good thing it's almost, and we know that almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Congratulations on getting that shiny Drat, and way to go on passing the big test and a podcast. A 9 out of 10. Pretty good. It's pretty good. It's almost perfect. It's almost famous. Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. Here we go. Oh, man. I literally have a cramp in my leg from this stupid run that I did. What a dumb decision that was. I ran so fast. My favorite part of this current screen is Dorian eating the whipped cream. That might be the best thing that I will ever do, like potentially in my life. That could be the best thing I ever achieve, like in my life. We'll see. We'll see. Lots of potential. I figure I spend so much time in this room between streaming, and this is where my Dungeons and Dragons PC is. This is where my gaming PC is. This is where my work setup is. I should make this as cool as I possibly can. And I'm really trying to man cave this nerd room. But what I really want to do is paint the walls. But my landlord will not let me paint the walls, so I have to stay with this like interesting hue of yellow when I really would prefer to make it black. I really would prefer these walls to be black. Oh well. Like the Rolling Stones. 10 out of 10 is not possible because you can always do better. That's the worst thing to hear. I would tickle whoever said that until they sharded. Because that's just a horrible thing to say. But perfection is possible. Sometimes you can just achieve the absolute best outcome. Oh, yeah. Come here. Come here. Oh, 4 anchors. Anchors away. I dig it. I like it. I'm way behind today. I've been drinking one of these a day, and I'm currently at like the 2 p.m. mark, and it's 4:30. So I got a lot of ways to catch up. But it's been really awesome. I don't know if anybody has ever like tried to force themselves to drink a gallon of water a day, but it's actually like really good. My whole body feels better. It's super obnoxious. Where's my koala? It doesn't fit a gallon. What I'd have to do is I'd have to measure how much this is. I think it's 24 ounces. So I'd have to measure this and figure out how many of them I have to drink in order to do it. With this, I just have like a line. I don't know. I can be obnoxious in my own home. Tonight I have a meeting. This is just like the nerdiest thing, but I'm on the board of directors for the local bowling community. And we have our monthly meeting tonight, and these meetings are always not like exciting, but there is a Dairy Queen right next to where we meet, and like probably gonna smash a Blizzy. Can we try and make Blizzies a thing? I feel like it's responsible to call blizzards blizzies. Like I'm gonna crash a blizzy. I gotta stretch this leg. That is killing me. Bowling, Pokemon, D&D, what don't you do? I don't know, man. I try a little bit of everything. I try to do a little bit of everything. I'm very like, despite all these things that I do, I actually like, I think have a relatively low social battery, which is kind of crazy. But I do, like I only have so much social interaction before I just like need to tuck in and be alone. But what's kind of wild is that I was never like that. I used to be doing things all the time, all day, every day. And then when the pandemic hit, I was like, man, I was fine. That was the part that I think was hardest, was like, I was okay. My wife was not. She definitely like needed the social stuff more than I did. But I found like, I played video games online with people, and then I started to get into shiny hunting, and I started to get into this stuff. I no longer rock climb. Rock climbing, to be fair, was like a 3 to 4 week phase, maybe a 5 week phase, maybe 6 weeks at best. When you pull up a DQ and you say, let me get a Blizzy, and the workers don't have any idea what you're talking about, hey, as long as they serve me that Blizzy upside dizzy, I'm all good with it. I just don't want any of that foo-foo stuff where they send me that Blizzard's right side up. Like, no, man. If that's not upside down, I don't want it. I actually think Dairy Queen for a long time, if you got served the Blizzard right side up, the Blizzard was free. Which is also extremely wild to think about. It was unstoppable. It was something. Welcome back from your time off. No rock climbing. No, that's unforgivable. Rock climbing, I did an introduction course. I got really into it for a little bit, and then I realized how expensive of a hobby it is. So because I'm cheaper than I am into things, I said no. Thought Dairy Queen was all right, nothing special. Dairy Queen is one of those things that it just sometimes you just need it. Like, there's not a single person in this world that would argue that Pizza Hut is the best pizza ever, but you would be lying if you said that there wasn't a day where you were like, I need some Pizza Hut breadsticks right now, and I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get those in my mouth. Like, we've all been there. But Dairy Queen, it's kind of that same thing. Like, every now and again, you're just, oh, I haven't battled them yet. Next, you'll quit bowling. I probably won't do that. Probably won't do that. Because then how can I get such amazing patches like this that say 250 game, right? How can I even get those? I think Pizza Hut is the best pizza ever. No, you don't. No one thinks that. No one in the history of pizza has ever thought that. Okay, well, this shouldn't be that hard. We're way over leveled. It was what was Thanos said when he snaps his finger gun. I need to say some stuff. I believe it was, I am imminent. Is that what it was? I am inevitable. Inevitable. I am inevitable is what he said. Super edgy. It just freaking edgelord. Goodbye. It's better than the cardboard tasting Domino's and only good when you reheat it. Little Caesars. Okay, have you had Domino's since they rebranded and redid all their stuff? I used to think Domino's was awful back in the day. Like, I'm talking like pre-2016. But then they did some sort of like rebrand and jigging of their stuff. It's delicious. 78 in Let's Go, 75 in Galar, 53 in Isle of Armor, 52 in Crown Hunter, 48 in BDSP, and 6 in PLA. Oh, that's a pretty easy. It's a pretty easy go. That won't take you too long at all. BDSP for me is going to be like the entire decks. I traded everything into that. Now, PLA won't be very hard. I have almost everything still saved. Almost a full living decks in that game. So that one should be pretty straightforward. I feel like that's going to be everyone's easiest one. Pizza Hut Pizza is the best chain pizza over here. I can see that. My favorite YouTube chef actually just did a video where he tries all the different pizzas. Wanted to say that a few minutes ago. It's okay. I think it still tastes like cardboard ingredients. Tastes like it's been sitting out for 6 hours. Like Pizza Hut's ingredients taste fresh, like they've been freshly made. What? Pizza Hut? You kidding? Their sauce actually tastes like the plastic bag that it came in. The only thing Pizza Hut has ever done right, dessert pizzas, they used to slap. The Pizza Hut buffet, slap. And the breadsticks, slap. What about outside of chains? Yeah, Carly. Well, I don't think she can say that because that might give away some local information. Like, I could say what my favorite pizza place is, but it would tell you literally where my childhood home is at, so I can't do that. The buffet is coming back. It's back here. It's back in Canada right now. It's back right now. You can go for lunch. Only lunch buffet, not dinner buffet. Still. Just a personal preference. I like when pizza has a rubbery texture with the cheese. That's how you know when you get good cheese. Bull rubbery? Justin. Rubbery cheese. You want cheese to be rubbery. You never lost the buffet? Oh my goodness. That's so good. That's so good for you and all those kangaroos. And Jordy getting stuck in the... Jordy getting stuck in the lift. I don't understand the joke, and I don't think I want to. I think I want to continue to live my life not understanding what that means. I don't know why. I just think like that's how I want to live. I remember having long lunches at Pizza Hut, eating buffet slices and drinking overpriced pints. I remember one time I went to the Pizza Hut as a child. The joke was a play on the accent. Okay, that's what everybody online said, but I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I was at the Pizza Hut buffet with my family. I was probably 10 years old. And there was this family behind us. And this is going to sound very elitist, but I don't know how else to say it, so I'm just going to say it. This family did not smell good. And I would also go out on a limb to say that going out to Pizza Hut was probably like a treat. Okay, that's what I'll start with. Whereas I grew up very fortunate. I was fortunate to be able to go to Pizza Hut and to smell good. Okay, they were stinky. And they might not have had a whole lot of money. And that doesn't mean anything. They could be brilliant people. They could be amazing people. I don't know anything about them. But what I do know is that the waitress that night, her name was Katie. And Katie was in training. And they introduced her as, this is Katie in training, to our table. And we made a joke like, oh, hi, Katie in training. My name's Nick at the table, or something stupid like that. We had fun. She goes up to the next table and says, my name is Katie in training. And they don't really say anything back to her. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she takes their drink orders, and then I swear on my life, she dumps the entire tray of drinks on these poor people. And we're sitting there, and I'm dying. I'm laughing so hard because I just watched a bunch of people get drinks dumped all over them by an in-training waitress, which I can only assume is literally the stuff of nightmares. To be in training for a job that is already thankless and difficult and stressful and full of awful things. And then your first day on the job where you're thinking like, oh man, am I cut out for this? You just dump drinks all over an entire family who probably goes to Pizza Hut once a year and probably showers once every decade. I don't know. It was an amazing time. You need loops to say can't get out and it'll make sense. Okay, I'm going to do that. Poor Katie in training, that's what I'm saying. And then later I found out that Katie in training dated one of my friends.
Stinky!
Well, not one of my friends, one of my sister's friends. But yeah, kind of neat. I think sounds so cool. What a cool call. Was it Katie in training at your wedding? No, Katie in training was not at my wedding. Was that Rickroll? Yeah, Rick's going to be on that. I'm going to go home to my nerd cave and maybe be there for a few days. Be safe. What? Katie in training with a K or a C? K. You did not Rickroll us. I mean, you asked if it was a Rickroll, and I said, yeah, kind of. Carly, how many encounters did your DHELMISE take? Going home, I haven't decided if I might spend the next few days working on my dexes. Don't hurt yourself without my supervision. Don't you have to work? Don't you have jobs to do? Don't you have 2 days of work? Oh, no, Carly, absolutely not. I would never, ever, ever, ever in a million years do that. No way. No way. No chance. Dorian's was hilarious. Dorian sent me that and I had to do it. 2000, I don't know why you're doing this today, man. Just relax. Just move on, dude. Just move on. These nuts jokes have not really been funny for so long. And I understand that there's like a phase of life where you think it's just peak comedy. That's just not here. It's not here. It's not here. So I give you this choice. You can stay, or you can go. There's an incredible song by The Clash that I think you should listen to. 1828, it's a good year. It's a good year for a pirate ship. I gotta be honest with you. This is one of those few shinies where every single element of it changes, right? Or does the outside wheel doesn't change, I don't think. I don't know if the outside wheel changes. That might stay the same. But I feel like always in shinies, there's not that many elements that like all stay or like, you know, everything changes. Usually something stays, but I don't know. This seems different. Those type of jokes are the ones on the same level as Waffles said repeatedly, like Teen Titans Go. What was the song? It's called Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash. Yeah, I think everything changes. I think that the wheel becomes a... I can't tell. I can't tell. Let me put them side by side. Looks like the outside wheel and the anchor are the same color. We're about to find out using science. We can't. It uses two different sprites. That's silly. I don't want to do that. Did you react to my message? I wasn't live for a second. It was a long one, or I don't believe you. One of the, I didn't react to the I don't believe you, but I'm serious. Like I specifically put you on the thing. Yes. Put specifically the thing that I said I was going to. Absolutely not. Though I really do want to put the Donald Trump doing this on there because it just brings me joy. I don't know why. Oh, the 1828. Yeah, I said that it was a good year for pirate ship. Because there's just something about him going to one of his rallies and then just doing this and considering that to be dancing. I just find that to be the funniest thing. I don't know why. It's not even political. It's just funny. It's just so funny. These things crack me up. The algae changes to red instead of green. It does. But I think that the outer wheel is the same. And I think the actual, like, anchor is the same. Just happy that I beat the boss with 3 days of trying, and the Joy-Con of the PS5 is glitching again. Dang. Theresa May did it better. Is that where it was learned from? It cracks me up. Cracks me up so much. I said yesterday at bowling, I'm going to bring my ballot in and I'm going to go table to table and I'm going to ask who do you want me to vote for? And then whatever number's higher, that's who I'll vote for. I have to send my vote in like tomorrow. Probably today. Have you seen the clip? I have not. Every time you send me a clip, though, it just lives in my head for a long time, like Fergie doing cartwheels. Cam Nation doing the Rickroll dance. I would probably... Here's how the conversation would go. Cam, will you please do the Rickroll dance? No. Shut up. That's exactly how the conversation with him would go. You heard the rumors about butter, no? Well, I'll try not to spread it. I like that. It's clean. It's clean. It's funny. It's topical. Whoa. I know that this game doesn't have any way of telling you, like knowing how many resets you've done. Or anything like that. But I feel like, sometimes I feel like they do. Sometimes I feel like they do. Sometimes I feel like this game knows when it's going to give you a shiny. And we're just fools thinking that it doesn't. But there's just this part of me that just thinks that this is how it works. This tiny, insignificant part. But it does believe that the game knows. I don't know. Alright. Nothing on that one. Love how people are calling this a shiny Meloetta event. It's not an event. It just exists. Ooh, there's new cards in TCG Shop Simulator. Well, that's exciting. I like that. And comic books. I wonder what they'll do for the mod. I'll have to check and see how they how they updated it for that. I don't actually know. That's cool. I saw Chef RPG also has a new update. I just haven't had a chance to play. It's not an event, it's just a gift that you can get that just got released. Yeah, exactly. But you'll see Shiny Meloetta event everywhere on YouTube right now. Like, no, it's not an event. It's just a thing. That would be a shiny that I would also be fine to phase on is Morpeko and Berserker. Either one of those, I'm set. All right, 2000. We'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow. You're driving me crazy. You are actually driving me nuts. We'll see you tomorrow. My God, I can't. I can't. I don't have the energy. I don't have it, nor do I need it. I've been broken. I just got broke. Someone broke me. Brutal. 150 in an hour. So yeah, about 150 an hour. That's actually pretty low. I feel like with overworld encounters, you can usually get more than that. Maybe not. People wrong stream to catch all the non-stream shinies to unlock the Meloetta. Would that make me a hypocrite? I honestly don't care. Like, people are doing that right now, and I think that's silly. I think it's absolutely silly. But what do I know? It's just you and I here, Carly. So we can talk about whatever we want. Who knows? Who knows anything about anything? Maybe people do want to watch people catch Pokemon. Yeah, there's literally like 4 people right now that are live doing that. So I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what people want. I think do whatever you think would be a fun time. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so like if that's something that you think would be great, then I think you go ahead and do it. I think there's a lot of hype around it right now, and so I think a lot of people sacrifice what is considered a good time to do and scrap up what they can get. Like, it's just the reality of it. But I don't want to do that. I never want to do that. I don't like that. I've done that. I don't like it. But I'm also really happy for anybody who does want to do that. I don't know. It's just so silly. It's so silly to even have to consume mental space with it. But if anything, we should all be protesting. We should say, no, I'm not going to do this to get a shiny Meloetta in Pokemon Home. Give me a place where I can actually go out there and hunt it. Let's do that. Do that because that's what we want. You should give 2 options. To the people who don't like shiny hunting, here's your option. The people who do like shiny hunting, here's your option. Meloetta shiny now available for the first time. All you have to do is catch Pokemon in every single game and put it into our paid system. And then you can get it. Like, that's crazy. It's crazy. And Justin, who was in here, was talking about how he had... Was it Justin? I don't... Maybe it was Fear Killer. I don't know. Someone was talking about how they have to go 1 by 1. course they do, because then you would get frustrated and have to pay to upgrade it. I mean, it's just like, it's just cash grabby. Cash grabby. But that's just old man yelling at clouds is what this ends up being. It's paying for a shiny, hiding it behind a paywall, basically. And you can free to play it. But, I mean, it also requires you to have the DLC. So if you never got the DLC, now you need to get that. And it requires you to, doesn't require you to have premium home, but like it's a lot easier if you do. So there's another requirement. You got to now buy premium home. There's just a lot of like, I don't know. It seems very, very silly to me, but I think I'm just old. I think I'm just a curmudgeon now. I think I just have to start to accept that. Pretty soon, I'm going to start listening exclusively to yacht rock. I'm going to start to say things like, yeah, like I understand why people like craft beer, but there's nothing better than a nice, tall, cool Coors Light. That's going to be me. That's kind of what I'm moving towards. Oh well, it had to happen eventually. Start wearing white starters or New Balance. Cutting grass to make sure they turn that nice shade of green that only a pair of white New Balance can turn. I have cuts and bruises that are visible but small everywhere on my body, and when someone asks me how I get them, I'll just say, I don't know, it just kind of happens. I'm going to make a groan every single time I get up to do anything. Whether that's dropping down to the floor to pick something up, and then I have to go on my way up, or just getting out of bed, having to make an audible noise. I mean, there's just a lot. There's a lot that I have to do, I suppose, now that I'm at this stage in my existence. Oh, well. Can't win them all. Anybody seen any good movies? What do we got? Where's this giant wheel? Where's my giant helm? Gotta get myself a new capture card. This one's starting to lose its luster. It served its purpose well, though. I will admit, for a $50 capture card, I know that the company that makes it is super reputable when it comes to computer parts. Like their GPUs for a long time are so fantastic. Dude, Ted Lasso's so good. It's seriously so good. I feel like the show. How do I explain it? I feel like what made season 1 so good does not continue in season 2 and 3. Season 2 and 3 are very different than season 1. The whole the way that the show makes you feel kind of stays the same. But the show itself, I think season 1 will always be just like, wow, I've never seen anything like this before. And it was super fun. But season 3 has probably some of the best moments of the whole show. Yeah. Yeah, season 2 is definitely good. Season 3 does one thing in particular with a character where, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but it just kind of felt like they didn't know where to go with this particular person, this particular character, and so they just wrote in some nonsense just to give this person's story a conclusion or a purpose, but really it kind of served to assist with other people. That's the only thing I didn't really like about the 3rd season. Other than that, everything was pretty much perfect. But this one particular thing that they did, I was kind of over it. Because I didn't have issues necessarily with what they did. I just had issues with how they did it. Because, yeah. I'm sorry. He's something else. He's something else. Let's see. All right. I know. I know. I honestly, the way that they were setting it up, I thought it was Ted and Rebecca. Like, there was part of me that wanted it to be that way, but then there was like a bigger part of me that was also very happy that they are just kind of like, through at least through season 2. Maybe that's the same in season 3. Maybe it's not. I'm not going to tell you specifically because it doesn't matter. But I like the way that they build them as platonic soulmates, basically, all the way up to the point that you're at. But they definitely knew what they were doing with the text message scene where they're both walking and laughing and smiling at the phone. Like, they knew what they were up to. What I think is so fun is that you've met, like, so far up to where you're at in the show, you've met Rupert and you've met Nate. And so 2 people that, like, really stink. Like, they're the worst. But you haven't even met the worst character of the show yet. And that's wild to think about because Rupert's terrible, but he is not even close to the worst character in the entire show. Not even in the ballpark. There is one character who is, there's one character who is just horrible. I like Coach Beard. He always makes me laugh. It's actually crazy because, like, is Nate's hair graying yet? It's a wig, and I thought that it was, like, actually his hair. It's like, it's a wig. I don't know why they did it for his character, but, like, his hair grays so quickly in the show. And I was like, that has to be real, that your hair would gray that fast, but no, it's just a wig. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I've never actually looked up why they do that, but the actual actor's very good. He was in something else that I watched, and he was great in that too. I don't remember what it was. It might have been a movie. But it's crazy because I'll watch things with Jason Sudeikis in them. Like, I'll watch Jason Sudeikis was in a couple episodes of Always Sunny, and he was in The League, and then We're the Millers he was in, and then Horrible Bosses he was in. But I watch all those shows and I don't actually see, I see Jason Sudeikis, but when I watch Ted Lasso, I see Ted Lasso, which is really difficult to do. It's kind of like when I watch The Office, I see Michael Scott, but when I watch other things, I see Steve Carell. Like, that's something that I think is probably the hardest part to do in TV. And I feel like Jason Sudeikis did that really, really, really well. Because that's tough to do. It's tough to pull off. It's tough to have that disassociation when it comes to your character. But, yeah. He did a good job. He did a super good job. Who wrote Ted Lasso? It was a combination of a couple people. It was Jason Sudeikis, the guy that plays Coach Beard, and the guy that plays Roy Kent. And I think Jamie as well had some parts in it. But definitely those 3 people were kind of like the primary folks. Jason Sudeikis, Brendan Hunt is the name of Coach Beard, and then Roy Kent. And then there's also another show on Apple TV. There's also another show on Apple TV that the guy that plays Roy Kent wrote called Shrinking, which has Jason Segel and Harrison Ford. And that show's really good too. Like it's about therapists and a guy that goes to therapy. He has a podcast. Brett Goldstein. So he has a podcast called Movies You Would Be Buried With or something like that, where he interviews celebrities and they talk about like their favorite movies, which I think is kind of cool. But he's been in a lot of things. Your insurance no longer covers me. Dude, I actually hit my insurance maximum this year. I have to start dipping into the misses. I don't know. Maybe she'll direct bill. We'll see. Played Tony Stark in an episode of Robot Chicken. That's hilarious. Harley Quinn? What? That's hilarious. Yeah, but I really like him. He's a good actor. From Derek? What is Derek? Is that a TV show or a movie? Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. Oh, it's a TV show from 2000. Ricky Gervais Netflix series. Interesting. I like Ricky Gervais quite a bit. There was that one show of his that was really, really sad, but I know people really liked it. Why can I not think of the name of it? After Life? After Death? Life After Death? Life After Life? Yeah, After Life. That's the one. Yeah. I remember people saying that was really, really sad, but really good. I feel like it would not be good for a person like me at this current stage of my existence, but maybe if my sessions with Razzie continue to go well, it'd be doable. Anybody else see that Exhibit came out with a new song? I don't know. I'm just bouncing between topics right now. I don't know where to go with any of this. I don't know what to do with my hands. Austin John Plays is like a content factory right now, though. I'll tell you that much. Nintendo's given him a lot to work with. Pretty cool dude. Pretty cool dude pizza. Yeah, Carly, sometimes things like that actually have that effect, which is kind of wild. I need to hunt one of those. A Berserker. Why is everything spawning on top of me? 200 checks, though. Pretty happy to get that much in. I've really been enjoying the static spawn resets of Double during my weekday, and just like picking up the Joy-Con, doing a couple checks here and there during stuff, and then coming back to it. It's kind of nice, honestly. Yeah, it's cool that you have two. It's cool that you have two, and it gives you the ability to literally do 2 at a time, check them both, and not have to have any, like, not have to have any delays or anything like that. You don't have to worry about running into other things. That's kind of nice. It's actually a super cool, it's a super cool little exploit that you can take advantage of. The day skip, I don't know how people figure that. Is that how you did Beware? Yeah. Yep. Beware took 50. I was pretty stoked about that. I thought it would take much longer, but I was actually pretty stunned. I was just sitting in my car, or not in my car, but in the passenger seat of my car. Just like sitting in my car. I guess that's appropriate to say. I wasn't driving. And then, yeah, popped right up. Kind of neat. I did hear one piece of information about Legends ZA, though. That was pretty neat. I mean, Austin John Plays made an entire video to it, and it's not even a spoiler. Like, the title literally says what the video is about, so... Yeah, Beware's good. I'm pretty sure... Stuffle is Hefty's favorite shiny of all time, but Beware is one of his least favorites? Maybe Stuffle's his favorite shiny and Beware's one of his least favorite Pokemon. I know that there's something weird. Like, he likes Stuffle, but he doesn't... There's something about Beware that he doesn't like, but I don't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, the orange is really nice. He reminds me of, like, a creamsicle. DHELMISE is one of my faves. DHELMISE is pretty good. It's a strange Pokemon design, but a cool shiny, but a cool design. It's just different. I don't know. Sometimes like the inanimate object shinies are not, or inanimate object Pokemon are not my favorite. Like Klefki and Vanillish and all those. But then other times I think they do them really nice. Love the design. It reminds me of my tattoo. I don't have one of those. I don't have any. I should get 10. All at once. Just get them all done. Every tattoo I could ever think of, I'll just do it all in one session. Get one. I might get 20. I might drop and give myself 20. I gotta make salsa. I keep remembering I have all these things to do. We're having burrito bowls for dinner tonight, so I have to make salsa for the burrito bowls. Base tats are pretty cool. Hey, Mikey T pulled it off. He did a pretty good job. No, I think if I were to ever get a tattoo, and I've thought about this actually more recently than ever, I think I would do a half sleeve on one of my arms. Something that I could still cover up with a relatively long t-shirt, but something that is still there. And it would just be like a whole nerd collage. That would be the whole thing. It would be total nerd stuff. But then I'd be like, I'd have to think about who I would want to design it, what I want it to look like, all that stuff. But I don't think I would just like put a random tattoo somewhere on my body, because then I would worry like, what does this mean to have a tattoo on my calf? Or like, will people judge me if I have a tattoo on my forearm? Or will people judge me if I have a tattoo on my nose that makes it look like I just always have freckles? Like, what would people do? Would they judge that? I'm going to run into the Stinky to try and unstink the area. But those are the things that I think about.
Stinky!
Whereas like a half sleeve, it's like, yeah, you got a half sleeve. You know what you're doing. You're kind of committed to the tattoo bit. Just remember, you get what you pay for. I know. That's the other part. I would put a lot of money into it that I don't have to spend right now. But like, I would want to get like the best of the best, not only artist, but also like illustrator. Not only the person doing the tattoo, but the person designing it. I would want it to be the best of the best. It would probably cost me like $3 grand. And I just don't have that. did look at my counts for the Meloetta, though. Blueberry Academy is not going to be too difficult. The hardest part about Blueberry Academy is definitely going to be the two legendaries that I don't have yet, like the Paradox ones I don't have yet, like Iron Stinky and Iron Giant Stinky. I don't know. I don't remember their names. Iron Thorns, Iron Neck. My tattoos are done by friend's ex-girlfriend for $40 £40 on my dining room table. Let's just say I prefer the one on my foot that cost $400 by my favorite artist I had to wait 1.5 years for. 400. Is it like big? Is it like your whole foot? Did that hurt? I feel like that would hurt. I feel like your foot is all muscle. If you have a fat foot, there's other things that we need to talk about. Gout. But like that's crazy. And I don't think you get a tattoo with gout. I think that would really hurt. 400. And how did this person... Okay, so if you had never gotten a tattoo from this person before, how did they become your favorite artist? Like Instagram stuff and seeing what other people did? And then like was meeting them like a really cool thing? He's a well-known artist who lives in Ottawa now. Like Ottawa, Canada? Probably not. Why would that be a thing, Nick? Why would he live in Ottawa, Canada? That's pretty cool. I knew a guy... Yeah, he moved to Canada. Wait, did he actually? Like, that's not a joke? Oh. Interesting. I had a guy... he wasn't even a friend. He was just a person I knew in college. And he had the name Jared tattooed on his arm. And I was like, why do you have your own name tattooed on your arm? And he's like, because sometimes when I drink a lot, I forget my own name. And I was like, man, if you are drinking to the point where you forget your own name, you have a bigger problem than forgetting your name. Like a far bigger problem. Like I've been to places that I didn't know the human body could go, and not once have I forgot my own name. Anthony Fleming. What if you were just like making this whole thing up, and Anthony Fleming is actually like a horrible person, and you're just making me Google him on my computer? Dang, he does some cool stuff. That's really neat. Oh my God, that chest piece must have hurt so badly. He's in Calgary now. He's no longer in Ottawa. That is crazy. I can't look at Instagram because I get kicked off after scrolling for like 2 seconds, but I'm going to look a little bit. Oh my God, that tattoo literally looks 3D. That's so wild. I don't know how people can do it. I honestly don't. It feels like it would be such a difficult medium to like the human body. He was friends with a band I used to hang out with, and lots of us got tattoos by him. That's so cool. Isn't there a show coming up? Is it this weekend or is it next weekend for you? Is it next weekend? I feel like it's next weekend. I don't remember what we talked about. He used to live and work in London. That's just, I don't know. His stuff's cool. Yes. Yes. Good old Ellie. So, not to bring it back to Ted Lasso, but where they actually played, what stadium is that? Like, where's that at? What actual football pitch is where the people played? And, like, where they've filmed and those sorts of things? Have you, like, been in that area? I'm assuming yes, but I don't know for sure. Like, that main street and stuff. I think it is actually filmed in London. Like, I think it's legitimate where it's at, but I don't know. The Wembley stuff was cool. I've been there before. Wembley, I know, but like where the actual like Richmond plays, I feel like that is a stadium somewhere, but I don't know if it's like a practice field or anything like that. I don't know. It's all neat. It's neat that that stuff exists. Is the new Mario Party game out? I saw an advertisement come up for it. Can you imagine if I got ads on my own stream? Like, as I'm watching my own stream, I get ads? It'd be wild. Texas Sam and Hayes for Division 1, not very good team. Interesting. I actually didn't know that. I thought it was an actual Premier League team. I know that during COVID, they continually filmed and I don't know what they did. Something like they brought in certain people that would sit in different seats and then they would record it and they would throw it all together so that it looked like there were a lot more people there than there actually were. But COVID restrictions hit everybody pretty hard. I think when it came to like filming movies, especially, or filming TV shows, especially in different countries, stuff like that. But yeah, I remember them talking about it. It was kind of interesting. Yeah. Auto counters are so cool. This is such a nice feature and addition to have. Did you update your graphics card, by the way? Because if you haven't, you should do that. Because it definitely is an update worth having based on what I've read about it. Yeah, because you and I have basically the same computer. The only thing is I have a AMD processor and you have a Intel processor. But our computer is basically identical. So you should update your 4070. Get it to the next level. Dang it. Remember when Clocky got like 3 1365 shinies in a matter of like minutes? That was so cool. So they both had the same issue the same day. It has to be related. Oh yeah, definitely. There were other people online too that had it. I didn't have it while I was streaming. I had it when my GPU, I think, got like overloaded when I was doing something on D&D. And I think that that was the issue that was happening to certain people. Specifically in Chrome, or in Firefox. I don't know what browser you use, but if it was Firefox, that's where I read a lot of people were having issues. So, possible that as you were on YouTube and the encoding was happening, could have caused that blip. But yeah, it seems to be that it was not an isolated incident, that it's happened in a couple places. I use Chrome. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of people said it was happening in Firefox. You should, if you want to, consider using Firefox instead of Chrome. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life more than I already do. But there are far more web-based viruses and attacks that are built for Chrome because it's such a popular browser. It's kind of like how there's not a whole lot of viruses that exist for MacBooks and iMacs and just Apple products because, number one, their security is stronger, but number two, Windows machines are more widely used, so it's more practical for people to use that. And it's the same with Chrome. Chrome is the most widely used browser, so unfortunately, the most viruses and stuff are designed for Chrome. Firefox doesn't have as much, and Firefox has better built-in security in the actual browser itself. So most people who have a gaming PC recommend that you use Firefox, but I personally don't think it matters, but I'm just now Team Firefox because it works great. It's just as clean. it uses less of your GPU too, which is really nice. Chrome is a GPU hog. But yeah. Fun, fun, fun. What? There's actually really good Pokemon in this area. Like, no matter what you run into other than Bergmite, this is decent, and I wonder if I could prevent Bergmite from spawning. Like, I bet there's weather that it wouldn't spawn in. But it seems like everything here is pretty solid spawns. I finally caught live. Hey, what's up, Luna? How's it going? Good to see you. How are things? How's life? How you living? I have to love you and leave you? Is that like that Selena Gomez song? Been working on eventually moving. Oh, nice. Yeah, sounds good, Carly. I'll see you in a bit. That's a phrase. I was just thinking that it had to do with the Selena Gomez song. Lose you to love me. I think that's completely opposite, though. Great song, though. Hell of a beat. Oh my god, are you bored? Cheese pizza, I forgot about that. That's so funny. That's so good. I'd be so mad if this was the shiny that I found and it's hailing because I went a little bit too far on Route 9. It'd be such a bummer. Like the only chance of KO, and I'm going to do it again. No, this one's a little bit closer. One word for you. What's the word? Is it bird? Is bird the word? Banana. You. I haven't had a banana. Actually, I ate a banana this morning. That's not true. I can't even say that I haven't had a banana in a long time. I had one literally this morning. It was good too. It's like the perfect level of ripe. Tell Hefty he laughed. Remember that? I do. Hefty's a good dude. Hefty's a good dude. Done some ridiculous. Do I still have that emoji? I think I still do, right? Me with the banana? No. I still have the Surfetched with the banana, though. That one's awesome. I like that one. Still have that clip? I hope so. I hope that lives in infamy on the internet forever. All right, here we go. 3 more on deck. Pokemon game I haven't in a while. Gonna play Scarlet. Nice. That's awesome. I actually got Scarlet for my birthday, so I gotta play through that at some point in time. I have Violet. Basically, Scarlet was in addition to help towards my collection, so I do need to play through it. I just gotta like mentally prepare myself. But hey, Luna, we're actually gonna wrap up here. We got 260 encounters in, which is pretty solid. I'm gonna get ready to go eat some dinner, and then I got some commitments later tonight. So appreciate you stopping in. Hope you've had a good day, and I'm sure we'll see you around in a different stream somewhere. But yeah, I'm going to be doing more streams at the afternoon side of things going forward. It's not going to all be the mornings anymore. So yeah, we'll talk to you here soon. You take care. Thanks for being here, and see you guys on Friday. Bye.